I grabbed my coffee, glanced at my watch, and the same question crossed my mind again. And I'm sure it's crossed yours too. Why do people who earn more live with less freedom? Partners, today I'm going to tell you about two apartments. Same city, same neighborhood, similar rent. The first apartment belongs to someone earning $90,000 a year. What's the first thing you notice when you walk in? A wall-mounted 70-inch television, a $5,000 leather corner sofa, kitchen appliances mostly still in their boxes, clothes with tags still on them, and a spare bedroom that's turned into a storage room. This person opens their bank account every morning with a knot in their stomach. Miss 2 paychecks and everything falls apart. The second apartment belongs to someone earning $51,000 a year. What's the first thing you notice when you walk in? Open space, a simple couch, tools that actually get used, clothes that actually get worn, a spare room that's actually a bedroom. This person checks their account calmly. 18 months of expenses saved up, 20% of every paycheck going to investments. They have this very relaxed, calm energy that says, "We've got this, it's handled." Same neighborhood. The person earning nearly half as much has nearly 10 times more financial freedom. Numbers don't lie, but people do. That's very clear, especially the ones who say you'll be comfortable once you earn this much. Partners, I'm now going to leave you face to face with a truth nobody tells you. Everything you own costs money twice. The first cost is the number on the receipt. Everyone sees that. The second cost is the space to store it, the maintenance, your mental energy, and giving up what you could have done with that money. Most people never see this one, let alone calculate it. Think about it this way. That treadmill you bought takes up 20 square feet in your home. In big cities, that's about $50 per square foot per year. So that treadmill costs you $1,000 a year, even if you're just hanging laundry on it. That $40,000 boat you've never taken out on the water? Between maintenance, insurance, and registration, that's another $4,000 a year gone. And what about that $15,000 home gym? If that money had gone into an index fund, it would have turned into $40,000 in 10 years. You didn't buy a home gym. You gave up your future freedom. I'm looking at my watch. I just wanted to remind you how time slips away like this, buried in possessions without us even realizing it. Now, let's talk, portfolio holders, about the 10 rules that break this cycle. Rule 1. Calculate the cost per use before you buy anything. A $200 jacket worn twice costs $100 per wear. A $400 jacket worn 200 times costs $2 per wear. The expensive one is actually the cheap one. This calculation instantly kills 95% of impulse purchases. Rule 2. Ask yourself about everything you already own. Would I buy it again if it disappeared? Would you really go replace your fondue set? Your electric can opener? Those clothes in your closet you haven't worn in 18 months? Rule 3. Don't upgrade something that works. A phone with a visible screen doesn't need replacing. A car that drives doesn't need replacing. It doesn't need replacing because your neighbor bought something new. Someone who follows this rule for 30 years saves over $200,000 just from things they didn't buy because a newer version came out. Rule 4. Make spending harder and saving easier. Delete your card details from online shopping sites. Remove shopping apps from your phone. Wait 24 hours before any non-essential purchase. When your paycheck arrives, set up an automatic transfer to your investment account. If you don't know how, learn. The money leaves before you see it. Be aware of that. It's not willpower that wins, it's the system. Rule 5. Count your possessions. How many shirts do you own? Guess first, then count. Most people find 3 times what they estimated. Once you know you have 47 shirts, buying the 48th feels different. The absurdity becomes visible. Rule 6. Rent or borrow before you buy. Are you interested in camping? Rent the gear first. Woodworking? Try it first. Kayaking? Rent a few times, because many interests fade after the first attempt. Better for them to fade with rented equipment than collecting dust in your storage room. Rule 7. Calculate the full ecosystem cost of major purchases. You bought a boat. There's the trailer, the hitch for your car, storage fees, insurance, maintenance supplies. A $6,000 purchase turns into $12,000. Conversely, get rid of that boat and the entire ecosystem disappears with it, and the savings multiply. Rule 8. Define what enough looks like before you start earning. Here's the trap high earners fall into. They never define enough. Income goes up, lifestyle goes up, dissatisfaction stays the same. Someone who defines enough at $60,000 and then earns $150,000 invests that $90,000 difference into freedom. Rule 9. Keep this in mind. Measure wealth not by possessions, but by choices. Can you quit your job right now? Can you take 6 months off? Can you move to a new city? These are the questions that measure real wealth. Someone earning $200,000 and spending $195,000 is in chains. Someone earning $80,000 and spending $40,000 is free. Freedom lives not in accumulation, but in options. Rule 10. Not one big annual cleanout, but constant small awareness. Remove 3 items a week, review 1 category a month, check the overall picture every 3 months. This week, walk through your home and evaluate 10 items with the would I replace it test. This month, make yourself wait 24 hours on every non-essential purchase. See how many you still want afterward. This quarter, count your clothing, kitchen items, and entertainment gear, and set a maximum limit for each category. This year, write down what enough looks like. An enough home, an enough car, and enough wardrobe. Partners, the system I'm describing doesn't require an extraordinary income. The person earning $52,000 with 18 months of savings got there with extraordinary clarity. They knew what actually mattered. The person earning $95,000 and scrambling every month never once questioned the lie that more stuff means a better life. I'm looking at my watch again, because time truly comes before money. I finished my coffee too, but I can't move on without saying this. This mug holds home-brewed filter coffee. If I bought it outside for $7 a cup, that's $2,500 a year. Over 12 years, that's $30,000. If that difference had gone into an index fund, it would be over $40,000 today. Numbers don't lie. Not to be rich, but to be free. Both lifestyles are available to you, regardless of how much you're earning right now. The choice is this. Do you own your possessions, or are you willing to let your possessions own you? The math is clear, and so is the peace of mind. If you'd like to share your thoughts, leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching and listening, and subscribe for more videos like this. Stay tuned.